5 ways that AI is going to affect the high-ticket closing space. That is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Welcome into another episode of the Act First Show. My name is Chad, the CEO of the Act First Closing Academy, and this is my dog Mila. She's going to be joining us today. Why? Because I'm on dog dad duty, and she will get into mischief if I don't have her on my lap. So hopefully you don't mind. She's pretty cute. She's pretty cute. She's very annoying sometimes, but she's pretty cute. All right, y'all, let's get down to business here, okay? So at the end of this video, I'm gonna talk about how I think AI will affect high-ticket closers, the role. Like, will it make high-ticket closers obsolete? Yes or no? I'll give my opinion on that. But before we get to that point, geez, my voice. Before we get to that point, I have 4, wow. Before we get to that point, though, I have 4 other points that I want to make. All right, so point number 1, AI analytics and AI data is going to be so good that crappy closers cannot hide behind excuses. What's a crappy closer's favorite excuse? Oh man, the lead quality. The lead quality is not good. That's why I'm not closing right now. You know, the lead quality, it's not good, it's not good. Boom, you're not going to be able to say that anymore. You're not going to be able to say that anymore. Here's why. You know, CEOs are going to be able to take the call recordings of all of their closers, plug it into AI, and AI is going to be able to tell you the exact lead quality, if this is a good lead or a bad lead. And it's also going to be able to tell you what your closers are doing right, but also what your closers are doing horribly wrong. So there's no hiding anymore. There's no hiding. If you suck, you suck. If you're mediocre, you're mediocre. If you're good, you're good. If you're great, you're great. And the individuals that suck, the individuals that hide behind excuses, and the individuals that refuse to get better, right? The reason they suck is not because innately they were born to be a shitty closer. No, the reason they suck is because they hide behind excuses, they don't take personal ownership, and they don't work on their craft. They don't work to become a better closer and a better leader. And those are the individuals that are going to get exposed. The people who get into the high-ticket industry because they say, oh, you know, it's a quick way to make money. It's a quick way for me to have time freedom. No, it's a profession, and you got to treat it like a professional. And the professionals are going to be the ones that survive when data analytics become so freaking good. All right, so that's point number 1. Point number 2, closers will be forced to become leaders, okay? Closers will be forced to become leaders. Why? Because AI can replace all of the automation. AI does the automation. AI can create the scripts, right? It does all, you know, the automatic stuff, but what AI can't replace is human leadership, is emotional intelligence, right? At the end of the sales call, when the person is crippled with fear because they can't make the commitment, you know, for the past 5 years, they've been gaining weight. They don't know what's going on, right? They haven't gotten started. They're fearful of failing. At the end of a sales call, AI and its automation is not going to be able to lead that individual to make the commitment for the transformation, but humans will. So if you want to be a high-ticket closer for the long term, you're going to have to become a better leader. You're going to have to learn how to help individuals navigate through their fears, navigate through their insecurities to make the ultimate commitment to start their transformation. All right, so right now, if I was a high-ticket closer, I would be investing in leadership training. I would be trying to become the best damn leader that I possibly can be, because that is a skill, at least for the foreseeable future, that AI will not replace. All right, number 3, AI will be your co-pilot. Don't avoid it. Right? The purpose of this video is not high ticket closer, human versus robot, meaning, you know, like, fuck the robots. We gotta, you know, make sure that, you know, they're never here, right? We gotta, you know, maintain that humans will be dominant. Look, okay, we can't avoid it. It's going to happen, right? AI is coming. And those who avoid it, those who are adverse to it, are gonna be the high ticket closers that are out. Because the top closers, the best closers, will be using AI as a co-pilot. All right, and what I mean by a co-pilot, I wrote down some notes here, right? They will do your CRM notes for you, right? They're gonna prep your data for you. They're gonna prep your meetings for you, or what you need prepared for the meeting. They're gonna review your sales calls for you. They will even be on your sales calls with you. And what I mean by that is it's not something a prospect will see, right? The prospect's not gonna see that there's an AI robot on the call, right? Only you're gonna be able to see it, and it's gonna point out little things, right? It's gonna say, hey, the person said this, right? Say this now. Or I noticed this, you know, when you brought up the price, I noticed that their face did this, right? Maybe you should do this, right? It's gonna give you little prompts. It's gonna pick up on little cues of the prospect to help you close deals. So AI will be your co-pilot, right? You could choose to accept that, or you could choose to deny that. All right, Mila wants to get in the video more, I guess. All right, number 4, authentic human authority. All right, that's gonna be your, I don't wanna say saving grace, but that's gonna be the thing that separates you. Your ability to be an authentic human. Look, people still and will forever, this is my prediction, will forever want to buy from humans, right? That human-to-human connection is gonna be very, very hard to break, right? You see it now. People are already adverse to the advancement in robotics, the advancement in AI. It's something that we're already reversed from, right? We feel drawn to humans. We feel drawn to human stories, right? So we got to learn to lean into that. All right, and more specifically, like what AI is going to do is it's going to make everybody sound the same, right? Everyone's going to go into ChatGPT or whatever thing will help us create sales scripts, and we're all going to sound the same. So if you're just going to be a closer that's just going to rinse, recycle, repeat exactly what's on your script word for word, you're going to be crushed, right? You're going to be kicked out of the industry. But if you could be a true, authentic human, then guess what? You're probably going to dominate. Now, here's a little sidebar from that, and this is a prediction. What makes somebody more human, right? Having a personal brand. All right, this is a off-the-wall prediction, but I think that the best closers out there will actually have their own personal brand and not just be reliant on the actual business, right? But they will be posting on social media, right? They'll be documenting their journey. They'll be creating a personal brand, and that is going to make them have authentic human authority. All right, point number 5, and this is the major question of the day. Will AI replace high-ticket closers? Okay, will AI replace the role of high-ticket closers? If you're an order taker, yes, you will be replaced. What do I mean by order taker? I mean, you pop on a call, you ask some canned questions from a script, and you take an order. There really wasn't much skill to it, right? You're just there to, take the order and ask some questions. If that's you, you're gonna be absolutely replaced, right? But if you are a closer that has emotional intelligence, right, that is a true leader, right, and knows how to help people overcome and navigate their fears and insecurities to make a commitment to a fitness program, to a relationship program, to a business coaching program, to a business opportunity, if you have that skill set, you will not be replaced. Why? Because for the foreseeable future, AI is not replacing that. AI is replacing automation. AI is replacing low skill level workers. AI is not replacing high skill level workers. And high ticket closing is a high skill, right? If you're not an order taker, if you're not a script reader, right? If you're somebody that can actually, go off script, have a real human to human connection, be a leader and lead and navigate people through their insecurities. Okay, so in my opinion, looking at my notes here, high ticket closing is safe if you are a great leader and if you integrate with AI, right? Because you could be a great leader and a great closer, right? But if you're adverse to AI, versus the person who's a great leader and a great closer and they integrate with AI, they're gonna move a lot better, right? Because everything in their role is gonna be automated. They're gonna have AI reviewing their calls, and every single call can be reviewed at a much quicker timeline than you reviewing it manually, right? They're gonna have, the AI on the call with them, giving them certain prompts to help them, right? If all things are equal in terms of the human being skilled at closing, but one is using AI and one is not, the one that's using AI is gonna dominate. So it's not enough to just be a great leader and a great closer. We also need to learn how to integrate with AI as well. So that's my prediction. Those are the 5 ways that AI is gonna affect the high ticket closing space. If you enjoyed this, if you are a high ticket closer or want to get into high ticket closing, make sure can't speak. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye.